Hey guys, welcome back to So We Watched.
How's it going?
Hi.
In today's episode, we'll go over Joss Whedon's Justice League. We watch so you don't have to. So let's go straight to the synopsis.
So right off the bat, Superman is dead. Steppenwolf wants to turn Earth into his hometown using nothing but 3 boxes and a shit ton of parademons. Batman finds out. Steppen gets the box from Amazon. Wonder Woman finds out. They join forces along with the Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg. They don't want to join up. Atlantis gets attacked. Steppenwolf gets the second box. Cyborg's dad gets kidnapped, and now Aquaman and Cyborg go back to Batman's house, and this is a direct quote of what they say. Do you want to be friends?
I wish you were lying. I wish you were
No,
lying.
that is actually part of the script
I
and
know, I
movie.
watched it.
Anyway, so they fight Steppenwolf and friends under the Gotham Harbor. They rescue a couple of hostages along with Cyborg's dad, and they fight Steppenwolf. They beat him, and he gets away. Cyborg flies away to go get the third box. They bring back Superman from the death using that third box. He beats them up, and then he flies away with Lois Lane. Steppenwolf gets the third box, and he starts the process of turning Earth into his hometown. And everyone except Superman tries to stop him. They fail. Then Superman shows up. They win. And then Bruce buys Clark's bank's house, and he gets Flash a job. He plans to rebuild Bruce Manor into the Justice League or the Hall of Justice. Lois Lane starts writing again. Cyborg learns to make his original suit, and Superman takes off his shirt and flies away. How was that?
Yeah, that was
We
it.
literally
Yeah,
didn't
that
leave
was-
anything out. That was the movie. That was the movie. Yeah, that was Justice League.
That feels like an oversimplification.
So now we're gonna get into the review section of this, where we're gonna talk about the good parts and the bad parts of the movie. Eli, go ahead and tell us what you liked about it.
I think some of the CGI, which was a lot of CGI in this movie, were done pretty well. I like that the characters they chose for this Justice League actually resembles that of the old Justice League as well, besides Hawkman as well as Martian Manhunter. And I like them also showing a few cameos of things to come, like Apocalypse, the Flashpoint Paradox, and Green Lantern without Ryan Reynolds. And also the last thing I liked about it is that Gal Gadot is just fine as hell.
That's one of mine.
Yeah. So for the stuff that I liked, I thought the casting was pretty good. I did like Ben Affleck as Batman. I liked Henry Cavill as Superman. I liked everybody. I think they're all very likable. It's just that the script, I feel like it was conflicting most of the time. I didn't like Lois Lane. She wasn't cast well. I never thought she was a good Lois Lane. Some of the jokes were pretty funny. Now, they didn't fit in the movie, but they did give me a chuckle. Some of the action was okay, like in Gotham Harbor, Wonder Woman takes on Steppenwolf, and it's pretty cool, like how she tackles him. Flash goes fast, and the effects are cool. And then some of the Batman stuff looks pretty sweet. I like the idea that Superman is super strong, and it takes a lot of them to like beat him up, and they can't beat him. The Batmobile is always sick. Yeah, pretty much. Besides Cyborg getting ripped apart, that's pretty much all I have for good.
I did think the way the sound editing was really well done. I mean, everything almost sounded realistically, the audio for the whole show. I mean, it just sounded clear to me. I mean, that it's kind of hard to really go into detail what I like about audio. The lovely Lady Gal Gadot really kind of brought up my rating for the movie. The fact that she did a lot of the training for Wonder Woman, like herself, like some of the fighting techniques she did, pretty cool. I do like that it was a short as far as crossover movies go, and I did like this was the DCEU's first like crossover. Like, okay, like here we go. Like, let's see how we do. Let's bring all these DCEU characters together. I would have to say, and this isn't exactly an exaggeration or me being sarcastic, I am happy the movie does end because it is painful.
I clapped just because it ended. Not because it was a good movie, just because it ended like finally.
Like brunch. Like, what is brunch? You wait in line for an hour for essentially lunch. I mean, I don't know.
How about we segue into the things we disliked about the
Hold
movie?
on, sorry.
All right.
Eli, why don't you go ahead and take it away? Yeah.
All right, so where should we begin? Can we just begin with the fact that it was a horrible story that was everywhere and much of it wasn't needed at all? For
Yeah.
example, they could have elaborated on Flash and Cyborg's origin story instead of them just talking, digging a hole. Well, I guess digging up Superman.
Yeah.
Why
It's
didn't
yeah.
did they make this joke? Why didn't Flash just like Flash dig it?
Well, no, they explained in the movie because he felt it was a bit just sinister
Oh
for him to do that.
god.
It was just yeah. The fact also another part of the stories it was terrible was just the fact that they brought Superman back and that it lasted all of what 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it was I no, it was horrible.
Mhm.
It doesn't give like some rapport on like what is he thinking while he's coming back. Oh, who the hell are these guys? It was bad. I didn't like that at all.
Mhm.
Another part I didn't like was just Amber Heard.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
go to the next one.
Yeah.
The
Let's
man
just go on to the
hater.
next one. Another part I didn't like is that Batman gets jumped multiple times in this movie.
Yeah.
He gets his ass kicked literally from beginning to end. And finally, to be honest, it was just an unfinished product, and it was due to an unforeseeable event, what happened to Zack Snyder and all that stuff. So it was just, to be honest, it was an unfinished product.
Yeah. Do you want to take the next one, Ryan?
Eli thankfully took a lot of them away from what I was gonna do because I literally have 29 things so far that I could go over and what I didn't like. One thing I'm gonna say I didn't like, I guess because they wanted to try to create like someone the audience could relate to. We get that random family outside of the nuclear reactor.
Oh,
I don't know
God.
the characters. I don't know who they are. I don't give a shit about them. And they
Yeah.
just spend time on them when they could like have done anything else to broaden the story, which goes into the fact that I didn't really feel much chemistry between any of them. When they defeat Steppenwolf, it's hard to really say all of them did anything because quite literally, Superman and Wonder Woman could have done it. Gal Gadot could have done it herself, but Superman and Wonder Woman. I mean, Superman shows up and freezes him,
Right away, yeah.
and then it's it.
The CGI for that was so
Yeah.
horrid. The reason you don't feel like that, I think, is because throughout the movie they're kind of getting more along, but it's not natural. Like
It's
you can
not.
tell
Yeah.
they just added
Mhm.
certain scenes where all like, "Oh, my man," or
Yeah.
you know, like you
Oh,
can just tell like
God,
it's
man.
okay if you go under, we'll bring you back. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
it's just
It's forced. It's
it's
way
insincere.
Yeah, it's never do I feel like they're genuinely saying that line.
Yeah.
Some of the one-liners that Flash says, dude, like I
Oh,
can't even
God.
pull one off right now, but like some of the pull one off. Yeah, there you go.
Dude.
His one-liners are just so bad.
Do you guys have a favorite one line? I have one of mine, dude.
No, what do you got?
This one's mine. See if you guys could guess who it is. This isn't the plan. No, Master Wayne. This is the team.
Wonder Woman, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. And then the last thing, dude, is I didn't count, but I want to say Steppenwolf said mother like 355,000 times.
Mother,
God.
mother,
Yeah.
mother.
Like if you could just, if you actually, you could make like a whole 3-hour movie of out of a 2-hour movie, you can make a 3-hour movie of how many times he said mother.
Yeah. All right. So for mine, I'm just gonna go over my top ones, dude. The first one is the color grading.
Mhm.
I think I don't know if I mentioned this already, but dude, the movie looks too colorful. It just looks fake, dude. It looks like they look like toys. Like Batman. When I saw Batman during the day, dude, I don't think any other movie has done that, and I think it's for a reason. You're not supposed to see Batman during the day, dude.
Well,
Like,
he's the bat. man.
yeah, dude.
When's the last time you hung up with a bat during the day?
Dude, it just looked awkward and horrible. And then a lot of the shots were super zoomed in. A lot of them.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I've heard that you can tell when it's Whedon and you can tell when it's Zach. I can't tell all the time, but some scenes are very, very obviously reshoots. They're just
Yeah.
obvious, dude. The CGI is really bad. Like there's a scene
Oh yeah.
where like Flash is running at the end and he runs into an alien and he has green goo on him and then he keeps running and the goo is like there's like distortion on it because it's not properly placed on him. Most of the jokes, you know, I've never liked Lois and Superman's chemistry, so that, you know, besides those things, I think you guys already covered everything, but probably one of the things I hate the most has to do with the color grading, but the pink finale. Everything about that,
Yeah.
like, it just doesn't work.
Was that your 5?
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I've got so many more things I could go off here. Also, Amber Heard's in this movie. What a horrible. That's already like 15 points gone right there.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of pissed when I saw. And does she have kind of like an accent in this movie? Like she kind of had like an English, like it's yours. It's
like, yeah.
doesn't she talk plain English in
She does.
in
Yeah, I
Aquaman?
think she
I'm pretty sure she just has a
I think
regular
she
voice.
just forgot her act, bro.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I guess one meth thing for me, like, I don't like it because it was kind of lame, but you know how I remember like they're on the building talking to Alfred, and then everybody dips out before the Flash. Like, okay, but like,
Yeah.
why?
Like, how would you not see him? I kind of
Yeah.
cringed at that part. I
Me
was
too,
I
like-
like it a lot. I like that scene.
Like,
I liked it a lot.
So that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get to the score. Eli, we want to start
Yeah.
us off.
So my overall score for this movie is going to be a solid 5. A movie with no story, no development, and that feels rushed. I have to say yes, a 5. I was going to give it lower, but to be honest, the scenes were alright for a superhero movie. Besides all the other bad stuff about it, I think in some areas it did have some potential.
Would you watch it again?
No.
All right, what do you think, Ryan?
Initially, when we spoke about this before watching it, I was going to give it a 5 until I watched it, and now I'm down to like a 3. And that's being very generous, dude. This movie is absolute dog shit. I cannot believe that this movie had
Yeah.
way too cliche, way too cut all over the place. CGI was awful. The fight scenes were crap. The humor wasn't there for me. It was just no, like a 3. And I forgot Amber Heard was in this movie, so just absolutely terrible movie.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 10 as well. It was bad. And the only reason I got those 3 points is because I liked some of the shots. I liked the casting. The actors were pretty. I liked the actors. It had a few parts that I liked. It wasn't like Titanic 2 or anything. So that's why I'm going to give it a 3. But
Bad.
3 out of 10 for
All right.
me.
Yep, overall score of a 4 for this channel.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for this episode of So We Watched, and you saw how we all thought about Justice League. Of course, we are eager to hear your thoughts, so please comment down below. And of course, if you liked everything you saw and heard, please don't forget to subscribe and like, and we'll have more content to come.